it would probably be somewhat hypocritical and stupid of me if I didn't comment on it before it happened, seeing as I apparently am making YouTube videos now. But if you are a UK citizen and are registered to vote, I would urge you to vote Remain on Thursday. I have a lot of reasons. I also have a lot of problems with the EU, and I think everyone has a lot of problems with the EU. But I have not heard a single argument against being in the EU which actually stands up to fact. Like, there are a lot of lies going around from both campaigns, but at the end of the day, I think, sure, there may be problems with the EU, but the way that you fix those is by remaining in the EU and saying, okay, well, how can we be a functional part of this democracy? I see a lot of people talking about immigration, which personally I don't think is an issue. I am all for completely open borders. But people's worries with immigration is that, one, if people, if other countries such as Turkey join the EU, then there will be a large rush of immigration to the UK. First off, there won't be. Turkey has been trying to join the EU since the 1990s. It has to complete 35 chapters of accession, and it has only completed one thus far. In the event of its accession, it would take at least 1 to 2 years for free movement to be in place anyway. Plus, it doesn't seem likely that it will complete its chapters of accession anytime soon, especially with Daesh or the Islamic State being a potential security threat, and also Turkey potentially funding them. Turkey is not going to join anytime soon. I can't speak for the other nations because I don't know that much about them, but it's largely the same case. Second, if immigration is a problem, then the way you deal with that is say, okay, why are people coming to this country? And I think generally you'll find the answer to that is the economic situation in their countries isn't as strong. The employment situation in their country isn't as strong. The social welfare in their country isn't as strong. And the way you deal with that isn't say, close the borders, we want to stop people coming here. It's say, okay, how can we put pressure on these governments to put in place good social welfare, put in place employment opportunities, and start radically investing in the economy. 3, yes, there is pressure on public services at the moment, but it's not because of immigration, it's because of austerity. Austerity is a fundamentally stupid economic policy. Basically, neoliberalism, which is political, this is turning into a different video, but neoliberalism is a political ideology which is about, it's conservatism, but hiding the conservatism. So it pretends to be free market, anti-interventionist, but in order to be anti-interventionist, it reproduces the conditions of the free market existing, so it's heavily interventionist anyway. And basically, its key idea is it will take away public services in order to privatize them, because then you can make profits from them, private individuals can make profits from them, and I think we have a fairly strong tradition in the UK of having good public services. When the railways were in public hands, they were better than they are now. I don't know a single person. The main 2 rail operators I use, first Great Western, or Great Western Railway now, Great Western Railway and South Eastern, both are shit because they're private companies and they can't be held to account. You just use them and you don't have an option because they have the franchise. The Royal Mail is significantly more functional when it was under public ownership. And what was the other thing that I was on about? The NHS. The NHS is under public ownership. It's under threat because of austerity. If you stop funding things, like local councils, I do a lot of stuff with local councils, if you stop funding that, they have to stop doing stuff. If they stop doing stuff, then people are going to get unhappy because they don't have, we only have recycling collection once every 2 weeks. That's not okay. I have a lot of stuff I need to recycle, and that's because of austerity. The council can't afford to do recycling more than once every 2 weeks because they don't have the money to do it. The reason why they don't have the money to do it is because the Tories are bastards. I've slightly got off the point. Basically, I think there is a strong case to remain in Europe and actually, fucking get engaged with it. Don't just be like, oh no, all this stuff is happening to us. No, it's not happening to you. You need to actually engage with what's happening in Europe, understand how the structure of the European Union works, and I'll link a video below which talks about that because I can't want to talk about it here. Understand how the structure of the European Union works, get involved with it, and if it pisses you off, do something about it. Engage with a local group which deals with that, because there are many. Please vote Remain on Thursday, because I don't think all that much will happen if we vote to leave. But I am fond of the labour laws, the environmental laws, and the general theme of the European Union of collective action. And yes, there are problems with it because, like I said, the Tories are a neoliberal party. The European Union is also a neoliberal institution, but it is also an accountable institution. So we can work to change it, to stop it being a neoliberal institution, and from my own perspective, I would like to make it a radical, local, global, socialist institution. But, regardless, just get involved, please vote Remain. This has been longer than I expected. Hope you're having a nice day. I didn't